Welcome to Star Bios, where the spotlight shines bright on the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most beloved icons. Today, we're stepping into the enchanting world of Audrey Hepburn, a cinematic treasure whose elegance, charm, and undeniable talent have captivated audiences for generations. As we delve into the remarkable story of this style icon and acting legend, you'll discover the intricate tapestry of experiences that wove together to create one of the most recognizable and revered stars of our time. Born on May 4, 1929, in Brussels, Belgium, Audrey Kathleen Rustin, later known as Audrey Hepburn, entered a world on the cusp of profound change. The city was alive with the sound of horse-drawn carriages and the smell of freshly baked waffles wafting from the local bakeries. Her early life was marked by the tumultuous landscape of pre-World War II Europe, with the rise of fascist regimes and the looming threat of global conflict casting a dark shadow over the continent. The once peaceful streets of Brussels were now filled with the sound of marching boots and the hum of propaganda-filled radios. Audrey's father, Joseph Victor Anthony Rustin, was an English subject who had relocated to Belgium for work, bringing with him a sense of British propriety and a passion for fascist ideologies. Her mother, Baroness Ella van Hemstra, hailed from a Dutch aristocratic family whose roots stretched back centuries and were steeped in tradition and refinement. This blend of European influences would later contribute to Audrey's unique cultural perspective and adaptability, allowing her to effortlessly navigate the complexities of international high society. Audrey's childhood was spent in the midst of this complex geopolitical climate, with her family frequently moving between Brussels, London, and the Netherlands. She remembered the countless hours spent traveling by train, watching the countryside roll by through the window as her mother tried to make sense of their uncertain future. Her parents' troubled marriage and eventual separation when Audrey was just 6 years old would have a lasting impact on her sense of security and stability. The memory of her father's absence would stay with her forever, a constant reminder of the fragility of family bonds. Despite these challenges, Audrey's mother encouraged her love for dance, enrolling her in ballet lessons at the Arnhem Conservatory in the Netherlands. The conservatory's grand halls and ornate mirrors seemed like a fairy tale world to young Audrey, where she could escape the turmoil of her home life and lose herself in the beauty of movement. These early classes not only laid the foundation for Audrey's future as a dancer, but also provided an emotional outlet during a time of turmoil. As she twirled across the dance floor, Audrey felt free, unencumbered by the worries that weighed on her mother's shoulders. As World War II engulfed Europe, Audrey's family found themselves in the midst of the Dutch resistance movement. With her mother's family ties to the aristocracy and her father's involvement with fascist groups, Audrey was exposed to the harsh realities of war and the difficult choices people made to survive. She remembered the sound of air raid sirens, the smell of smoke and ash filling the air as the Nazis bombed nearby cities. The occupation of the Netherlands by German forces in 1940 led to severe food shortages and economic hardship, forcing Audrey and her mother to endure a period of malnutrition that would affect Audrey's health for years to come. The winters were particularly harsh, with Audrey and her mother huddled together for warmth, sharing what little food they had. The scarcity of basic necessities like bread and milk made every meal a struggle, and Audrey often went to bed with an empty stomach. Yet despite these hardships, Audrey continued to find solace in dance, joining the Dutch resistance's efforts to secretly perform ballet recitals to boost morale. These clandestine performances not only honed her craft, but also instilled in her a sense of purpose and resilience. As she danced for the resistance fighters, Audrey felt like she was doing something meaningful, something that could bring hope to those fighting against the Nazi occupation. The performances were always held in secret, with Audrey and her fellow dancers sneaking into hidden locations, their costumes and makeup carefully concealed from prying eyes. The audience was always small, but the appreciation for their art was palpable. As the war drew to a close, Audrey's family relocated to Amsterdam, where she began studying ballet at the prestigious Ballets Russes. It was here that she caught the eye of renowned choreographer Sonia Gaskell, who recognized Audrey's unique talent and encouraged her to pursue a career in dance. Gaskell's guidance and mentorship played a pivotal role in shaping Audrey's future, helping her to refine her technique and develop a sense of artistic expression that would serve her well in the years to come. As Audrey navigated the complexities of her early life, she began to realize that dance was not just a passion, but a means of survival, a way to cope with the trauma and uncertainty that surrounded her. With each step, each movement, Audrey Hepburn was moving closer to the moment that would change her life forever, setting her on a path toward stardom and cementing her status as one of Hollywood's most enduring icons. As Audrey's dance career flourished, she began to attract attention from beyond the ballet world, like a delicate flower blooming in the spotlight. In 1948, she made the bold decision to move to London to pursue a career in musical theater, where she landed her first major role in the production, High Button Shoes. The show's choreographer, Audrey Hepburn, recognized Audrey's unique talent and encouraged her to explore acting. Sensing that her expressive eyes and captivating stage presence would translate perfectly to the silver screen. This marked a pivotal moment in Audrey's life, as she began to transition from dance to acting, a decision that would ultimately lead her to become one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. The streets of London were alive with music and theater, and Audrey's heart beat faster with every performance. She would often take long walks along the Thames, lost in thought, as the city's vibrant energy infused her with creativity and inspiration. As she navigated the challenges of her new career, Audrey's determination and perseverance began to pay off. Her portrayal of the lead role in High Button Shoes earned her critical acclaim, and soon her name was on everyone's lips. In 1951, Audrey traveled to New York City to appear in the Broadway production of Gigi, where she caught the eye of French author Colette, who was so taken by Audrey's performance that she insisted on meeting her. This encounter would prove instrumental in launching Audrey's film career, as Colette recommended her for the title role in the upcoming film adaptation of her novel, Gigi. Although the film ultimately starred Leslie Caron, the introduction to Colette and the experience gained from the Broadway production paved the way for Audrey's future success. As Audrey sat in Colette's plush Parisian salon, surrounded by the author's exquisite artwork and lavish furnishings, she felt a deep sense of gratitude and wonder. Colette's piercing gaze seemed to see right through to Audrey's soul, and yet the author's warm smile put her at ease. Their conversation flowed like a gentle stream, meandering through topics from literature to life, and Audrey found herself opening up to Colette in ways she never thought possible. Audrey's breakthrough role came in 1953 when she was cast as Princess Anne in the romantic comedy Roman Holiday, opposite Gregory Peck. The film's director, William Wyler, had initially envisioned a more established actress for the part, but Audrey's audition and subsequent screen test won him over. As she walked onto the set, Audrey felt a mix of excitement and nerves, but Wyler's guidance and reassurance helped her to blossom into the role. The movie's success was instantaneous, with Audrey's charming and nuanced performance earning her an Academy Award for Best Actress. This achievement not only catapulted Audrey to stardom, but also cemented her status as a bankable leading lady in Hollywood. As she accepted her Oscar, Audrey's eyes shone with tears of joy, and her heartfelt speech touched the hearts of everyone in the audience. The following year, Audrey starred in Sabrina alongside Humphrey Bogart and William Holden. The film's director, Billy Wilder, was known for his meticulous attention to detail, and Audrey thrived under his guidance, delivering a performance that showcased her impressive range. As Sabrina Fairchild, the young woman who returns from Paris transformed and catches the eye of her employer's sons, Audrey brought a depth and vulnerability to the character that resonated with audiences worldwide. As she delved deeper into the role, Audrey discovered aspects of herself that she never knew existed. She poured her heart and soul into the character, drawing from her own experiences of self-discovery and growth. The film's iconic scenes, such as Sabrina's memorable entrance at the Long Island party, would become ingrained in popular culture, and Audrey's portrayal of the character remains one of the most beloved in cinematic history. In 1957, Audrey appeared in Funny Face, a musical romantic comedy co-starring Fred Astaire. The film's blend of fashion, music, and dance allowed Audrey to showcase her versatility as a performer, and her on-screen chemistry with Astaire was undeniable. As Joe Stockton, the bookstore clerk turned model, Audrey embodied the essence of the character, bringing a sense of whimsy and charm to the role. The film's iconic fashion sequences, featuring Audrey in stunning Givenchy creations, would influence the course of fashion history. As she twirled and danced through the streets of Paris, Audrey felt carefree and alive, her spirit capturing the essence of the city. The movie's light-hearted tone and memorable songs, such as Think Pink, have become synonymous with the glamour and sophistication of 1950s Hollywood. Throughout the late 1950s and early 1960s, Audrey continued to appear in a string of successful films, including The Nun's Story, The Unforgiven, and Breakfast at Tiffany's. Her portrayal of Holly Golightly in the latter, with her iconic little black dress and captivating performance, has become an indelible part of cinematic history. As Truman Capote, the author of the novel on which the film was based, once said, Audrey played Holly as a beautiful, delicate, sensitive creature, and that's exactly how I imagined her. As Audrey brought Holly to life, she drew from her own experiences of feeling like an outsider and finding solace in the beauty of art and nature. The character's quirky charm and vulnerability resonated deeply with audiences, and the film's exploration of themes such as loneliness and self-discovery continues to captivate viewers to this day. As Audrey's star continued to rise, she remained committed to using her platform for good. She became a devoted supporter of UNICEF, traveling the world to advocate for children's rights and raise awareness about the plight of disadvantaged communities. Her compassion and empathy inspired countless people, and her legacy as a humanitarian continues to inspire new generations. As Audrey Hepburn's illustrious career continued to flourish, she began to prioritize her personal life and humanitarian work, seeking a sense of balance and fulfillment that went beyond the spotlight. In 1967, she married Andrea Dotti, an Italian psychiatrist with a kind heart and a passion for helping others, and gave birth to their son Luca in 1970. The marriage was marked by a deep love and respect for one another, but ultimately ended in divorce in 1982. Despite the end of their romantic relationship, Audrey remained dedicated to her family and used her platform to advocate for children's rights and welfare, driven by a profound sense of responsibility to make a positive impact on the world. As she navigated this new chapter in her life, Audrey found solace in her work with UNICEF, an organization that resonated deeply with her values and passions. In the 1980s, she devoted herself to traveling extensively, visiting impoverished communities, and raising awareness about the plight of disadvantaged children around the world. Her experiences were marked by moments of profound sadness, but also of incredible joy and resilience, as she witnessed firsthand the strength and determination of children in the face of adversity. Audrey's mantra, "Nothing is impossible," the word itself says, "I'm possible," became a guiding principle for her work with UNICEF. This phrase, which she often repeated to herself and others, encapsulated her unwavering optimism and dedication to creating positive change. As she once said, "The most important thing in life is to learn how to give out love and let it come in." This philosophy not only guided her humanitarian work but also infused every aspect of her life, from her relationships to her creative pursuits. Audrey's later years were marked by a series of prestigious awards and recognitions, including the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award and the Screen Actors Guild Life Achievement Award. Despite struggling with health issues, she continued to work tirelessly for UNICEF, inspiring countless individuals with her compassion and empathy. Her commitment to the organization was unwavering, and her legacy continues to inspire generations of humanitarians and artists alike. On January 20, 1993, Audrey Hepburn passed away at her home in Switzerland, surrounded by her family and the breathtaking beauty of the Swiss countryside. Her death was met with an outpouring of tributes and condolences from around the world, as people remembered her not only as a beloved actress, but also as a devoted humanitarian and passionate advocate for children's rights. The news of her passing sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and beyond, with fans and friends alike mourning the loss of a true icon and a shining example of kindness and generosity. Today, Audrey Hepburn's legacy extends far beyond her iconic film roles in movies like Roman Holiday, Breakfast at Tiffany's, and My Fair Lady. She is remembered as a trailblazer who used her platform to make a meaningful difference in the world. As fashion designer Hubert de Givenchy once said, Audrey was a creature of light, with an extraordinary gift for making everything she touched seem more beautiful. This sentiment captures the essence of her enduring impact on the world of cinema, fashion, and humanitarianism. Her story serves as a powerful reminder that one person can make a profound difference in the world, and that our lives are measured not only by our accomplishments, but also by the love, compassion, and empathy we share with others. Her life was a masterpiece of elegance, sophistication, and beauty, but also of substance, depth, and meaning. And so, as we bid farewell to this incredible woman, we take with us the lessons she taught us, that nothing is impossible, that love can conquer all, and that the true measure of our lives is not in our accomplishments, but in the love, compassion, and empathy we share with others. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.